Okay, so 1995, you're around 34 years old. You get out of prison.
Yes, I think I was 33 or 34, yes.
Okay. So after going through this bid and cooperating, you start to cozy up to the Bonannos.
Yeah. When I was in Michigan, Milan, Michigan, I met a guy named Bobby DeFeo. I also met Johnny Artuso, whose father was supposed to be in on the Paul Castellano hit. Bobby DeFeo and me got kind of close in the joint, and then we went out and he knew Anthony Spiro, who I think he was a captain or maybe even bigger than that. And so then him and I started going to Brooklyn like 4 days a week. And I met some guy who was actually not even Italian. His name was Murray, who's passed away now too. He was a Jewish guy. But Murray acted like he was Italian. He dressed just like an Italian. You wouldn't know he was Jewish, even if you talked to him, because he was just that kind of guy. Well, we went around, started collecting money with him. I think they were close. They had some connections. They had a lot of good guys around them, but I started working for them. And they wound up later on chasing Bobby away, and they kept me.
Well, you get out of prison, but you're still working with the FBI?
I hung out with them still. I didn't really give them that much information when I first came home. I didn't really want to be bothered anymore. But then I was with Bobby, and I guess maybe things weren't going maybe the way I wanted to out there in the world, and I still was frustrated with the fact that I couldn't find out who killed my father, I never met Anthony Spiro. I never met really too many. Well, I met a few wise guys down there. I couldn't even remember their names now. And one thing I liked about Brooklyn, these dudes were so out in the open. They'd come with a trunk, a full load of sweatsuits. What size are you? Large, big, $100, big, It was just like, business as usual, no problem. So we used to go at the Big Apple Car Company, which was good. I met Anthony Spiro's daughter. I met a lot of these nice, some people. But then I said, all right, I'll start cooperating.
Well, yeah, you said that in general, the feds didn't really give you a lot of money. They'd reimburse you here and there.
That's all they did.
But later on, you found out that you were allowed up to $100,000 a year being an informant.
When I took my second pinch and my lawyer got all the information, I was allowed $100,000 a year, and they never gave me none of that. Never offered it to me, and I didn't ask for it, which I didn't know. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you. Like I said, I ain't the sharpest tack in the book, but I mean, if you were to think about it, I would have had $1.8 million if they would have gave me all that money.
Right, if you had it all together. Right.
Exactly, if you had it all together. And whatever else I was doing, because they still kept my loan sharking. They didn't care that I was loan sharking. They didn't care I was doing other things like this. I was making about almost $80,000 a year on my own a year. So with that, I'd have been retired by now.